Ah, Minecraft. Who would guess that underneath these beautiful buildings lies a giant underground facility? This is a mansion me and my friend built. And of course, its basement library. Now this is pretty classic, a bookshelf that slides open to reveal a door. This is the first part of this underground facility here. This is Sector Alpha. We gave them mostly Greek letter names. This is the control room. You can lock some doors from here. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Ooh, it's lagging pretty badly. There we go. I encourage you to check this server out. It's Cowcraft. It's pretty fun. Yeah, it's pretty small. This was the first sector. It's pretty small, brick, homely. It's got a fireplace and beds. But next up is Sector Sigma. It's kind of just a drop down into the bowels of the facility. There's a lot of stuff leading off of it. This is kind of like the hub of the facility. Over here we have our power station. Oops. Lag. Alright, this is the power station. Here we can turn on and off lights all around the facility. Kind of just a message board for us to remember stuff. Alright, and then there's Sector Iota, which is right off of this. This can be turned on from the power station, but pretty small. We haven't got a use for it. And here is Sector Kappa down here. This is kind of just a passageway in between stuff here, but Sector Kappa is pretty cool because it has the water pipes, which lead all over the place. Up here we have more water pipes, which lead all over the facility. This is Sector Epsilon. It's brand new. The use was going to be kind of like Sigma, branches off into a lot of sectors. As you can see, it's not done, but it's fairly big, and then it's gonna keep coming up. But yeah, that's not too interesting yet. There's nothing down the other side of the hallway here, but further this way is the nuclear reactor. This is just a water decontaminator here. Press the button, it decontaminates the water with fireworks. That's once again part of the water pipe, the original water pipe. And here we have the decontamination shower. You just put up a door and you get a little... Oop, that's lagging badly. There we go. Just a little decontamination shower. We're gonna put a nuclear reactor in here, but we didn't really get to that. Alright, the pistons you were hearing was this door closing. Alright, this is Brickman's laboratory. It's pretty much a place where we test stuff out. Pretty big, as you can see. It's got, once again, another decontamination shower and all sorts of stuff. And down there was where we just were. This is a giant bay door thing that can close. Master door. Yeah, big door here. Ooh, dropped the frame rate. And up here, it's just kind of an extension of the laboratory with storage and places out. And this is outside the facility up there. This isn't counted as a sector. It actually connects to, or it's actually considered part of Sector Omega, which is the second sector made. Oop. Oop, wrong door. Okay, I guess this one can only be accessed from the outside, so I'm just gonna break that. Don't pay attention to that. Alright. Just as my friend had a laboratory for himself, this is my office. Pretty small compared to his laboratory, but it's nice. And these buttons aren't just for decoration. This one happens to, any minute now, open up this. This is the, I'll turn the lights off. This is the meeting room. As you can see, the chairs pop up out of the floor and the table lights up. Oh, I'd better turn on the lights. This is where we can see all of our sectors. It goes like by this scale, and we have like alpha, beta, omega, sigma, kappa. Anyway, yep. Pretty simple, but nice. It's lagging bad enough already. I don't need lights to make it worse. Oh, this is just a little hallway that, as you can kind of see, connects right to the power station through a wall. Not sure why we didn't put a door there, we just didn't. And I guess I will show you Sector Oblivion. The only sector we have that's not a Greek letter. Ooh, I'd better turn on the lights down there first. It's also the deepest sector. Seems like you can just keep going and going and going. Big facility, big facility. Ooh, there we go. Alright, this is Sector Oblivion. It's pretty small, and this is under construction. Not sure what that's gonna be yet. This was going to be a room, although we didn't really find a purpose for it. Sector Oblivion is kind of a lost cause. And if we fly up to this shaft here, we come right up to Sigma, which attaches to most of the facility. Okay, so right now, I mean, we've only explored very little of what there is to offer for the facility. But I might as well expand our tour while we can. This, I told you we'd be doing something with the water pipe, so. The water pipe leads all over the facility, oops, and actually connects to all the places. Everywhere you see water, it connects here. We'll just go up, and this right here was that place I showed you with the water pipe that kind of flows out to Epsilon. And then you just gotta keep going. It's kind of fun to go through the water pipes. It's almost like a different form of transportation all over the facility. This is a wall of Epsilon here. We're on the inside of the walls. Here it kind of flows down into the nuclear reactor. And it keeps flowing and flowing and flowing. And then there's a window into good old Sigma. And then here we are in that decontamination thing. Almost. Yep, right here. The water pipes aren't too big yet. We've only barely scratched the surface of this facility. Although it is still pretty vast, I would say. Oop, back into the water pipe. See, it's kind of a pretty fast mode of transportation since it kind of goes straight to places instead of taking all the hallways and doors around this giant labyrinth. If I can get out. Okay, here we go. Next up, I'll show you these, oops, wrong way. Alright, this leads back to Kappa, which is the water pipe place. But I haven't shown you, there's this area in, Alpha. That's what I was looking for. Alpha, where it's got this big branch coming off of it, like a wing, where we've added stuff over the years. Or I shouldn't say years, hasn't been that long. But yeah, you just gotta go out the exit, which it doesn't exit yet. This is the exit back into the library. but I'm not going to take that right now. Oh, keycard required? That would be a lever. We just like to name stuff. This is Brickman's private apartments. It's my friend. We each have our own private quarters. He has a fireplace and some nice stuff in here. A daylight sensor way up on the surface telling him if it's day, and a little message board. And then we keep moving on to my apartments, which are this little unfinished looking hole in the wall. And this is pretty interesting because it's a small apartment, pretty cozy. My bed, and then things that branch off into different sectors. Never quite finished this. Never really saw the need to. And last but not least, the power plant. Nuclear power plant, not too interesting. Also requires a key card, if you will. Oop. There we go. Okay. And then we're back out here. Oh, that's our nightclub, by the way, all that quartz. Throwing parties, you know. And down here is the only above ground sector we have. Sector Beta. Pretty much a storehouse, you know, for keeping stuff. Pretty simple. Oh, and it goes down into Sector Alpha. But not right now. This we don't use very often. Pretty simple. Well, I will keep you up to date on facility updates, as there's still much to explore.